Hey, what's going on, everybody? Serroh here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about and discuss something that actually I haven't seen too many people talk about lately, and I'm a little curious as to why. Now, Skull Rock has been something a lot of people have been wanting to access for months now, and I gotta say, are we actually going to be going in Skull Rock this update? I don't know. If you would have asked me that question 3 to 4 weeks ago, I would have definitely said, yeah, absolutely. But as we're getting closer to the Monsters Inc. update, it's looking less and less likely. But we're going to talk about it. If you guys do enjoy this video at all, hit that big red button, subscribe, and let's get into it. But first, we got to check out Scrooge's shop. All right, let's see what we get. I have this. Oh, okay, I have this already, but I know somebody would definitely love that. Oh, I also been getting a lot of comments in the comment section asking how I know if I have something or not. If you go up to an item and you see a little red dot where the money is, like a little red orange circle, then that means you do not have it. So I just run up here, and if I don't see anything, then I know that I already have it. So I have all these items. There's not a single thing in here that has a red dot on it for me, but I hope that helps out some of you at least. Alrighty, so let's take a little throwback here. So if you guys remember the quest line between Skull Rock and A Hard Place, it was after you finished the main story and you left at the Dark Castle. You had to do a little bit more for Merlin. So this quest right here, between Skull Rock and A Hard Place, someone said, am I the only one who still thinks about and gets mad that Merlin's quest between Skull Rock and A Hard Place was never finished? Like, when is it going to happen, and why has it taken so long? I have so many questions. So this was like the full, like, actual ending to Act 1. So we're supposed to be moving into Act 2. Now, of course, we did this quest, I don't know how many months ago. It's been a very long time, probably like 9 months or something like that. So it has been a very long time for like the free content to stop, for like the main story for it to stop and for them to pick it back up. I will agree. So they clearly have big plans for it. And that all revolves around Skull Rock, or at least that's what we think, because we also got quest lines for our forgotten friend over here too. So the forgotten actually ended up getting 3 quests. One was unlocked every single week, and they were just like small little quests, pretty much welcoming the forgotten back in the valley. And I think that happened around November. You still can't, there's like no friendship quest with him or anything like that. You could just talk with him, and that's about it. So the last that I remember that we actually had, you know, information about Skull Rock is during his quest line, he kept referring back to Skull Rock, and pretty much his whole like quest line was revolving around it and leading up to it, and that dropped off around like November or so we still haven't got anything. So then most of us are thinking that we were going to get the rest of Act 2 with the rest of the free content. So we did have a little bit of free content here in December with Jack Skellington, and then they had this image here where we have the Mike Wazowski like Monster Inc. update. It said it was coming out in late winter of 2024, which is coming out this week on the 28th. It says scream with excitement as a new realm door opens, but they placed Mike in front of Skull Rock. So when we thought that the end of the quest happened, and then we thought with the forgotten quest led up to a Skull Rock and was talking about it, and then now we got this that showed off Skull Rock, we all put, you know, them all together and thought, okay, that's where it's picking up. But they have not released any hints or teases or anything like that yet, at least at the time I was recording this video. Maybe they'll drop something on us later today or tomorrow. I don't know. But did they just pick that spot just to mess with us, just to get our hopes up? Because they do that a lot, you know, especially with the release dates and everything. They kind of just try and keep us on our toes and try and keep the hype real. And I don't know, did they just purposely put Mike in front of this spot out of all of the spots in the valley? Or are they going to surprise us with new content? Are we actually going to go in there this Wednesday and see who lives in there? It's pretty exciting to me. I don't know. We'll have our answer. And if we don't get our answer on Wednesday, then it's back to the question, When are we going inside of Skull Rock? And is it going to live up to the hype that they've been putting us through? They would have to. They've been hyping it up for like over a year. So are we going to go in there? I don't know. I hope it's awesome though. But we do have plenty of more content on the way as well. So we do have an update in early spring and late spring. Now we're supposed to get a star path for each of these. So I'm curious. This update ran really late, you know, so it's coming out February 28th, and then spring they're supposed to push out 2 more updates. So that's 3 star paths we have to have done by the end of late spring. So just here in a few months, it sounds like we're gonna have a lot of content coming up. But my main question has always been what's in here, and I cannot wait to see what's in Skull Rock. Now this question has been asked many times over on Reddit. Who's inside Skull Rock? So this person said, I personally have a strong feeling that's either Peter Pan or Hook is trapped inside Skull Rock. Earlier today, I saw a post discussing if anyone thought Jack Sparrow is in there, and while I think it would be wonderful to have him in the game, I've never personally seen an animated version of him, so I find it unlikely. I would love to have Jack Sparrow too. The only time I've seen an animated version of him was, I think, Disney Infinity, and then now Disney Speedstorm. Someone said, I would love if it was Peter Pan or Tinkerbell. Might be unpopular, but I really hope they bring Tinkerbell and her fairy friends into the game. I know a lot of people would, and they did give us the wings in the premium shop for Tinkerbell, so it is possible that they're going to bring her. Came here to say this, I'd die for a Pixie Hollow biome. It would be so magical. Imagine if that led to it. Imagine if Skull Rock was just a portway into like a massive realm. But I feel like whenever we do manage to go in there, it's probably just going to be like one single character that's trapped in there, and we're going to have to free him, and then we're never going to revisit Skull Rock again, or at least never have to. You know, it's going to be kind of like a house or something for someone to live. I hope not. I'm hoping it's like a dimension somewhere else or a massive realm, but we'll have to wait and see. It could be the next big bad villain after Jafar, so maybe they're taking their time with that. It could be Captain Hook, I guess. Maybe it's Tinkerbell, maybe it's Peter Pan. All I know is none of those characters are coming anytime soon, so that leaves me to wonder if we really are going in there anytime at all. We do have people frustrated though, like even 2 months ago, someone posted, seriously, I got all excited and found the secret to Skull Rock with the pillars being placed on the symbols, and the story ends there. I have to wait for it to continue in another update. They said, I think so. There isn't a new update on the main story yet, so they just added Jack's storyline, I believe. So yeah, that goes back to here. They kind of just stopped the main story. We haven't had anything else. And then after that, it was Jack's, and then this is all free content up here. So I think, you know, a lot of us did think that it was going to continue starting with this update. Maybe it's going to be tied into the early spring update with a Daisy Duck. We also have an update where we think Mulan is coming to the game right here, and then we have Tiana. So I don't know, it has to be a side character if they are going to do it within, you know, before summer. How are they going to squeeze it in? Because if it's not this one, then it would have to be a side story with Daisy or a side story with Mulan, but none of those really make sense. I don't know. I don't know what their big master plan is, but they definitely have me hooked in awaiting. Like, I can't wait to see what it's all about. It definitely won't be tied into anything on the paid expansion of Rift in Time or Jafar or anything, so it's not going to have any connections there. So we'll have to wait and see. But let me know what you guys think about all of this. Who do you think is in Skull Rock? When do you think it's available? Is it going to be available this week? It's not looking likely, but we'll have more information, I guess, when the patch notes come or when the update drops. But that's it for today's discussion and speculation video. I hope you guys have the most amazing day ever, and I'll see you in the next one.